It keeps going, man. This shit keeps going. Yeah, this thing freaking keeps going. And I'm the guy red on it because I was trying to buy here. And then I take losses, it dumps. I'm like, all right, I'm done closing down my trading system because I'm like freaking red. And then I'm watching it freaking curl back up. And now we're at $4. Oh my gosh. And watch this not get any. I'm flustered, man. I'm flustered. Because usually I don't trade pre-market. I do trade pre-market. I take some losses. And then it finally curls up and rips. Freaking A, man. I hope we actually get some momentum here at the open. Because if this is it for the day, I'm going to be frustrated. I'm already frustrated. So that's why I'm done. I got to be done trading for right now until the open. Because got to get my head back together. I'm just easily frustrated because this market is frustrating. Frustrating. So yesterday I did not do a recap. Monday I didn't do a recap just because there wasn't much to recap. Monday was up like $100. Yesterday I was down about $55 and then down 80 after commissions trading those penny stocks that we got yesterday. So pretty much a flat week still. Coming in here pre-market down about let's see here. Down about $33 to start already. Literally trying to buy the dip here. Trying to buy the dip here. Got a nice trade. Got back in for the break at a 1 minute high. Taking a loss. Buying the dip here. Just trying to actively trade it. We never got that curl continuation move. Bought the dip here. And thank God I got out before that huge dump. But that was that. Then it curled up. I just closed my system. I was like, oh my God, like, just late to the party. And then it curls back up and takes off without me. And now we're up at 392. And I didn't capture any of that. Which is whatever. I don't like pre-market trading, and I just hope that we actually see some goddamn momentum at the open, because literally past 2 days everything we've been getting was only pre-market, and man, how much are we up on this? Holo 150%. Like, we're already up 150%. Usually that means, like, a lot of times when you're up so much, usually that means at the open it's just gonna be like, it's not gonna be able to sustain the highs, it's not gonna be able to continue, but we'll see. Maybe this one can be different. We have GLT as well, but this one here is a larger float. So Holo looks like we had news today around 5 a.m. planning to join the Communications Industry Association. Okay, well, I don't think that's great of a news, but we're up 150%. Looks like we had a recent reverse split, so float is minute. You can take a look at the float, the dilution tracker. How you doing, guys? Good morning. 3.9 million shares here on Holo. Does have news. All right. Looks like we have a little resistance in this area after this dump. Let's see if I can find this. No, it doesn't look like we can find it. The problem is with Holo is like all the price actions at pre-market, and it's especially when the market's not hot like this. It's not like I don't really think that this is going to be, if this is going to move another 100%. Yeah, one thing I do like about Holo is that the spreads are pretty much 1 penny, and it's still very thin, so it's much kind of easier to trade. Getting in and out. I was just having a bad timing here. We only have really 2 minutes of an uptrend here, or 2 minutes of a spike, and then no continuation in a dump. But I do like the spreads on it. Then we started actually getting some decent price action that I could scalp, and of course, at that point, I was like, all right, whatever. I'm down 30 bucks. I really don't want to trade this anymore. I don't want to take any more red trades in pre-market because I hate pre-market trading. Looks like we got a new person here in the chat. Mike T, I'm the dude in the Discord. Bibla Woo. What's up, Bibla Woo? Holo having another one of those nice dumps that it likes to do. So hopefully this seems to be like a theme here on Holo. Just a nice fat 40-cent dump. That could be normal here for Holo, but hopefully we could see a curl like we did last time. GLT is the other one that is making a move. Like we said here, it was a larger float. We can take a look here at the actual float. I know it's going to be a little bit bigger. You can tell it's moving a little bit in a different fashion. 43 million share float. Yeah. It is a small cap though. It's in the Russell. The Russell 3000. A lot of move happened, I think. You might be right, Bibla. Yeah, you might be right. GLT kind of still holding its range. Let's take a look, see if there's news on it. Shares trading higher after the company and Berry Global announced they entered a definitive agreement for Berry and spin-off merge the majority of its health, hygiene, and specialty segment to include its global non-woven films business with Glatfelter. So it does have news on it. Entering to agreements is usually pretty decent. I mean, the stock's up pretty decent right now, up 93%. You might see that curl and break a 3, but do remember it is a 40 million share float. 40 million share float. So it's going to be moving a little bit differently. It's going to tend to move a little bit differently than Holo. You know, Holo's a small float, you know, thinner stock. So it's going to skip, you know, cents a lot faster than something like GLT. You can tell, you know, it's a little bit more kind of range bound and trend bound. Not so much of that parabolic volatility that you'd see on some of these smaller float stocks. And that's the difference when analyzing floats of stocks and how the stock float can change the price action of the stock. So smaller float, you're going to be able to see more of that pulling away, parabolic momentum type of action, more volatility. The larger floats tends to be a little bit more drawn out, more pattern based, more trend following sort of strategies. A little bit longer hold times to capture that same percentage move than if you were to trade the smaller float stock. So just something to keep in mind. I will trade GLT though. If it does get some good volume, we maybe start to curl off these lows. I'm going to put an alert at 273 and looking for then an entry for probably break over 280. So the reason I'm looking for that is I want to catch over the break of this pivot here. Previously, price could not close above over 282, which would be that previous pivot point. So if we can close back over 282, then that would be a bullish for potential break over this pivot of 288 and then towards the highs. So I'm using this as a reference point from here because previously we did break that pivot point, but we could not hold over. So if we can now close above that, then we're looking good. So we'll see if we can make our way up there. Holo, this one could have a little bit more room to come down. Daily chart. Daily chart's nice. I like the daily chart because you have a lot of room on here. Maybe break a 4. Maybe break a 4. But like I said, it's already made such a big move already. Market's not that hot. GLT's curling up. GLT could be the one at the open. I wish Holo was going to be the one at the open because it's such a small float. With that volume that you get at the open, you can really see some squeeze potential. But it looks like we kind of blew its load here on only 400,000 shares, 300,000 shares, which it did make a nice move. But if we waited to the open, it could be 3 million shares, and we could see it 3 times the move. 3 times of that explosive. Instead of going from 340 up to 390, you could see a move from 340 up to like 440 or 540. So that's why market open can offer a lot more volatility. Maybe even squeezing into a halt, seeing a nice solid gap up. That's the action that I thrive on. So GLT looking juicy here. I don't think it looks too bad for that break over 3 eventually. Again, not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. I am not a professional licensed investor or trader. I am just some dude sitting at home punching keys and making money. Well, not every day. Yesterday it was a red day. I didn't have a recap yesterday, but yesterday I had a $50 red day minus commission, which would be about $80, $80 red day. So $80 red day yesterday. Monday, no recap either. I was up $100. So pretty much wash on the week. But we haven't been really getting much. NVIV was decent yesterday. I was able to make back, but I was making back losses on NVIV. I wasn't adding profit because I took a massive loss. Well, not massive, but a decent loss at the open here on TENX. The spreads were wide. And yeah, I just took a nice 50-cent loss on the spread and then trying to make it back. Well, yeah, $30 in commission. Sorry, I worded it wrong. It's not commission. It's more of the SEC fees, FINRA fees, exchange fees, which they charge you like 100th or 1,000th of a penny per share. So trading these penny stocks, NVIV, I'm taking 5,000 shares. That can add up pretty fast. I'm sure you've noticed if you're trading on Thinkorswim that the profit that you see here on your active positions window is not the same that you see in the TD app where it shows your profits and your activity. And that is because of your FINRA fees and your ECN fees. It's very small, but you will notice them. It's usually like a couple bucks. If you're trading a couple hundred shares, it should be like a couple bucks a day. Trading 1,000 shares, maybe 10 or 20 bucks a day. If you're trading 10,000 shares or 20,000 shares, that's going to add up maybe about 100 or 200 bucks a day. But I mean, in retrospect, you're going to be making, if you're trading 10,000 shares, you're going to be making like over $1,000, easily over $1,000 on a slow day, $5,000 on a good day. So you won't even notice that. But yeah, NVIV, man, like I was good. I had a nice, decent pullback trade here. Trying to trade the range here, and we couldn't really pull away. I think I got a small trade here before the dump. So I was able to make some small profits. Then it came back. I came back midday trading NVIV, and completely, I started trading maybe around here. I think this was a halt. Yeah, this was a halt right here. And I started giving back profits. I think I was up like 50 bucks on the day. And I was giving back profits and curl back up. I completely missed this move. Tried to time the dip and the rip on NVIV. That didn't work out too well. And then pretty much just like stopped trading it from there. And then I think he had AEY. AEY, I was trading this one. After the halt, I was buying the dip here. I was looking for that red to green. Squeeze through the halt level. It just did not happen in my timeline. And I took a pretty decent loss there again. So pretty much had 100. Well, I mean, it's only $100 swing in the P&L from, well, a little bit more than 100 if you count fees, but from up 50 bucks on the day to down 50 bucks plus those fees. And that was it. That was it for the day. I know some people who did okay yesterday on NVIV. AGFY as well was another one, but I didn't really trade this one. Here comes Holo again. I'm going to stay away from this for right now. Yeah, 1 second. I just got chicken sausage juice all over my glasses here, so I'll be right back. Do you guys eat the casing on your sausage, or do you guys unroll that sausage? I don't even know what it's made out of. Okay. So we also have SMX as well moving. SMX, a penny stock, for those of you who like to trade the pennies. I don't see any news on it, but we are up 86%. We're up 86%. Maybe target 56. Maybe target at 56 cents here. So SMX is also on the side chart. I'll put BDRX as well. BDRX is trash, but Jesus, gave back all its move from 160 to 260 and back to 160. Announced U.S. Patent Trademark Office allowance patent application. Pretty decent news, but I guess the market doesn't like it. So probably not gonna see BDRX today, but GLT, Holo, maybe SMX potential today. MDRB was another one. MDRB or MRDB, sorry, MRDB. Penny stock. MRDB. See if it has news on it. No news. I don't see anything. MRDB. Looks like a little bit larger float, but it is a penny stock. Alright, just gotta make sure I'm getting into a right headspace here. Cool, calm, and collected here for the open. We could have some potential action. Holo is holding the highs, which is good. It does have some room to come down if it does decide to come down. You know, we could have some, you know, bigger pullback. But so far it's holding up the higher ends of these EMAs. It's quite extended off the VWAP. So I wouldn't be surprised if we do see at least a small sell-off here at the open, because we are about 75 cents off of the VWAP, which is quite significant. So we'll see what happens at the open with Holo. Then we have GLT. GLT again, if we can kind of hold these lows and kind of curl up to 3, we could see a nice pop through 3. I would be a little bit more patient with GLT with my entries, just because it's a larger float. So you might need to give it a couple minutes. Maybe not a couple minutes, but a couple more seconds at least. Okay. All right, so first goal is just going to be getting green here and maybe add on a little cushion and then see if we can size up a little bit if we see some consistent action. I would like to see a nice green day today. Well, I'd like to see a nice green day every day, but you know, it's been a while. It's been it's been some time here since, you know, Monday and Tuesday has just been a wash. Currently sitting down small red, down $33, trading holo, and GLT, small scalp on GLT, but both small red, down 33 to start, which isn't too bad, but I do want to head my P&L in the right direction. Hopefully we can see something with some consistent action for like 30 minutes, maybe like 30 minutes to an hour, a nice consistent momentum. What I don't want is just like a nice one fat green candle, or not even, and just a dump and a fade. I don't want to see anything fade. You know, I want to see things holding up its levels and then maybe finding curls through the highs. If you guys are still watching, and if you guys are still watching, hit that thumbs up button for me. If you're new, consider subscribing. I think I am 1 subscriber away from 700 subs. Let me refresh. I'm at 699 subscribers. Who's going to be the 700th subscriber for Triad Trading? Getting close to that 1K subs. That is the entry. That is the, what do you call it? The entry to being an official YouTuber is 1K subs, in my opinion. No one really takes you seriously until you get to that 1K. But a lot of people seem to like this this recent video of mine. Intuitive self-knowledge to maintain success in the market. Day trading recap INBS. Has about 202 views, 14 likes, which is bigger than normal. It's actually doing better than my first 1K in profit video. That video has a lot more likes, but view-wise, this one is doing much better. Interestingly. If we get some good action today, if we see some good action, I'll definitely do a recap. I only like to do recaps when there's actually something to recap, rather than if it's just a slow day. Like, I'm not even gonna do a recap just because it's just gonna be a waste of time for me, and it's gonna be a waste of time for you because it's not really much to talk about, at least the past 2 days. But so far, seeing some good action here. Alright, I'm going to get geared up here for the open. Hit that thumbs up button for me. If you're new, hit that subscribe button. 1 subscriber away from 700. Hopefully you guys get green today. Stay calm, cool, and collected. Stay disciplined. Could be some opportunity today, so you know, be ready to push it if you see the opportunity. But yeah, if not, if it's a slow day again today, you know, don't feel bad about having a small red day or a small green day or not trading at all. The trick is to wait for those A+ setups to size into. So far, we'll see if we can see some A+ setups here at the open. But again, day trading is risky. Most people do lose money. My results are not typical. Beware scammers and impersonators. I will never ask for money or personal information. There have been reports of fake accounts trying to scam, and all information is for educational and entertainment purposes only. I'm not a considered legitimate tax, legal, or investment advisor. This is not legitimate investment advice. I'm not a licensed professional of any sort, so trading is risky. Only lose money that you're willing to lose. And with that, hopefully you guys have a great day, and see you guys on